happened to me that I've been in this situation.
What's up, world? This is your girl, Jenika La Shae, here with Blakk North, DJ Blakk. What should I call you? You're a man of many names.
I'll go by Blakk North. We'll roll with that right now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, who is Blakk North?
Well, Blakk North came about some years ago because of the fact that I changed from one name to a different one. I was also known as LTR, so those of you know about the old album. And I became Blakk North by dream. And so changing it to Blakk North, and I did. But then there's another name that comes with it, and then it's like all these different names make up my, if you want to say, like past lives. This was my first life. This is where I started from on the spiritual journey, and then the Blakk North part is like, okay, now you are fused with the spirit and the physical, and then now you're going into the next name, and that'll make you completely the completeness. You know what I'm saying? Where you spiritual, physical, but you like a different kind. You the perfect elements of what a human being is supposed to be. Makes sense.
So are these different personalities?
No, not different personality. No different personality.
Not multiple
Still the same guy. Not that crazy mess you hear some of them artists talk about. No. It's all basically talking about the changes that you go through from one person to the next person to a more spiritual inclined person. So like say for instance you like a martial artist. When he's first trained, he's a pupil. When he gets to the other training, he becomes a semi-master. And then when he becomes a master, then he's a master. But then when he becomes the grandmaster, he is the icon of his own form.
So would you consider yourself a master, a grandmaster?
Not yet. Nah, I'm still a pupil.
Oh yeah?
I'm still learning. I won't be a grandmaster until I leave this earth. That's when I'll be a grandmaster. Yeah.
So I know. Let's talk about DJ Blakk. Okay.
DJ Blakk came about when I was doing radio a couple years ago. Did it for about 6 years on an FM station back home in Cincinnati, Ohio. And what ended up happening was that I was trying to help artists get their music out there. Also getting my music out there. Unfortunately, what happens is that when you start helping other cats, they don't want to follow the concept of being professional. You always got to be professional, no matter what you do. I don't care if it's picking up the garbage down the street. You got to be professional. So, DJ Blakk actually came by accident because I have a clothing line that I was going to call Tyrone Black. So people start calling me Todd Black. And Todd is my first name, you know what I'm saying? That's my original first name. And then what ended up happening was that the Blaze part came later, and somebody just started calling me Blaze. Like, what's up, Blaze? My boy called me that. He was like, what's up, Blaze? What you doing? And it was an acronym to Black. So he started calling me Blaze. And so I just said, you know what? Run with it. One of my homeboys like, I like that name. So that's how I came up with DJ Blakk. Okay. And it's BLADZ. So it's not like a regular, so that's how I came up with it.
And so because when I first saw it, I was like, I didn't know so where's the DZ?
I want to be different. I got to everybody got BLADES, everybody Blade. I said, no, I'm going to be Blaze. So instead of BLAZE, I'm going to make it something different and make it AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the D in there, you're saying it, but you ain't saying it.
Right.
That's how I came up with it.
Okay, so DJ Blakk, were you doing the radio thing before the artist? Was radio before the artist?
I was always an artist first before I became into the DJ thing, and then realized that more people give you more respect as a DJ sometimes, and then they be like, it's like an MD and an RN. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but when you got them letters in front of your name or something, people seem to give you more respect. Not that it needs to be, but that's how they come at you. So when you put DJ in front of that, everybody and mama want to be like, can I hook up with you? Can I connect with you? And that's how you meet other interesting artists, and you can kind of use that as your business name and everything else, which I do.
Right. So, well, I want to talk about Blakk North, the artist.
All right.
How long, first of all, have you been in the music game?
Man,
Long time.
It's been a minute. I'm going to say at least 20. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it ain't about that. It's more or less me just doing it. music to me ain't about just being in it for how long. It's about what you got to say. How you say it, how you convey it, what you want to tell people, how you want people to know what's going on. I feel like I'm a news reporter reporting the news to you from another place in the world or another hood or something like that. The stuff they ain't telling you about on the TV, the stuff they don't want to tell you about on TV. I want to be that person that gives you that information and tell you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of real skillful artists out here. There ain't nothing to take away from them, but I think they being made to do other things, which basically breaks them down morally, socially, physically, and they can't be who they originally wanted to be in the first place. So, not to get off subject, but with me, that's what it was. You know, I've been in there for so many years that I'm glad I did because it helped me to build the foundation, work the ground floor, learn and watch all these cats who out here that's on some other, you know what I'm saying, and then begin to process into a whole different aspect of the music industry. That way, it's like going through the pupil thing, like I was saying. It's like you getting taught the little steps first. Then you get to the bigger steps. Then you move on to the bigger steps. And that way, you're not easily controlled by somebody else's manipulation.
Right.
So that's how I got it. That's why I'm glad for the 20 years.
No, not 20 years.
20 years, yep.
Okay, you look good for your age. What is your age? Since we're going to put you on blast.
I'm 14. Y'all figure that out.
Y'all hear that?
I'm 14. There you go.
Do the math.
You do the math on that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm 14.
So you come from Ohio to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, man, this is.
What do you think about the Dallas scene?
First of all, I got to meet some interesting people here in Dallas who got some serious talent, serious beat makers. Man, that was phenomenal. But I haven't really been able to get into the meat of things, which I plan on doing the next time I come back. But I really realized that y'all got some talent here, just like we do. The only thing I will say, is that people don't have as many outlets. However, you can make your own outlets here. You know what I'm saying? As where I am, you can't get that off. Because it ain't too much unity. I don't know how it is here because I can't speak on that. But as far as it in my hometown, it ain't too much unity. It's not enough ground support to help push product.
Right.
But when you leave town, which I like to call the Jesus theory, and what I mean by that is that if y'all y'all read the Bible or know the Bible, whatever, in Jesus' story that he had to leave his hometown in order for people to believe in him and know who he was. And his popularity grew from that. However, when he was in his own hometown, he just knew him as the carpenter. He's the carpenter's son. You know him, he ain't nobody special. But as soon as you leave town and you come to a place like this, then you can make noise because nobody don't know you. So your word is your bond for one, and you want to make sure that you keeping your word. And that's what I heard a lot from a lot of artists. They say a lot of dudes say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Don't ever do it. Whereas if you using your theories that you came from in your hometown and you start bringing it to places out of town like this, man, ain't nothing you can't accomplish. I'm telling you, for real. You got people ready to work with you, do some things, make a buzz for you because they believe in you. And that's why I call it the Jesus thing.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. It makes a lot of sense. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, definitely.
So, in your opinion, what do you feel is missing from the whole music scene as a whole?
Unity. That's it. Unity, man. If y'all want to flush out these dudes who like ain't doing their thing and they ain't got their music together, you want to flush out these major artists, build y'all thing up. Make the underground so tangible that they want to have it instantly. They can't get up in the morning without having the underground. They can't all that because the industry has torn apart a lot of people. And we might see it on TV and say, well, man, they don't went wherever, special groups, you know what I'm saying? But you don't understand. When somebody served you an ultimatum of when you used to making billions of dollars to where you about to be working at McDonald's, most people are going to try to go for that billions of dollars because they don't want to let go of that. But they don't know their own self-worth either. And then when you get in the industry, stop depending on them to make you popular. get your business together, then start getting your distribution going, learn the game, learn them, learn your opponent, you know what I'm saying? That way, if they do drop you, you still got that money. See what I'm saying? You still got the money because you just built your empire around theirs, and they can't do nothing.
Are you giving them the game now?
That's all it is. And you just gotta teach people, teach one, help one, or however it goes, you know. And then we can become more popular. And that's just not black, white, Asian, that's everybody.
Right.
Until we learn how to work together within ourselves, then we can spread that out to other people. And you'd be surprised, I'm telling you, unity in numbers, man, you just don't know. You will accomplish everything. That's why you think they divide and conquer right now. They'll tell you, oh, you better looking than that girl. Well, that guy's better looking than you. You get mad and jealous and try to go out and try to be just like them.
Right.
When you didn't even know your own self-worth was beautiful in the first place. You just didn't need, you don't need confirmation from nobody else. I think I said that on the radio station. You ain't special because people say you're special. You're special because God say you're special.
I like that. That's true.
That's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about your music. Let's get into this music.
Okay.
Me personally, I've had the opportunity to listen to tons of music.
Right.
Tons of it.
Right.
And I'll bring up the ones that really, a few of the ones that stick out to me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just throw some names out there, okay?
All right, cool. Go ahead.
You know where I'm gonna go with first, because you know that's my
Right.
Freedom.
Freedom came.
Tell me how that came into fruition.
The creator. I was sitting at home, chilling, and all of a sudden something just inspired me to write this song, and I started typing on my computer. Next thing you know, that's how it came to be. Here's the thing though, I didn't think it was gonna be that powerful. I really didn't.
Yeah.
And the energy that came into it, I don't even know, I still don't know. Cause it touched so many people. Black and white. I'm telling you. Black and white. I had a homeboy that told me it touched him so bad he was gonna cry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what you mean? Like, I don't understand how that really touched you. But Freedom came about because when all the songs came about was because the creator, and if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, then that's a damn shame. But the creator, I'm talking about God, is the one who put these songs in my head, and that's how this whole album came about. Every song you hear, everything you hear about these songs, that comes from the creator. That is the creator telling you a message, so that you can understand that you have a self-worth that needs to be recognized and for you to know, because all the things that's going on around you, negative or positive, it don't matter, is something that other people create, not what's coming from you. You are a creator within a creator.
Right.
So therefore, everything that happens to you is for a reason, whether negative or positive. The negative things is to teach you. The positive things is because you overcame the teachings. I mean, that's how I was told. So, and that's what the creator showed me. So like I say, every song is based upon that. And that's why these songs are telling you, these may be the negative situations. When you learn from them, that's what's going to create the positive situation. And you're going to keep going through negative situations, because otherwise you ain't going to learn. So, and people say, well, what am I learning? You're learning how to become God. You're learning how to be the perfect human being. And in perfection, there's always balance. There's negative and positive. A battery doesn't work on positive energy alone. It has to have its equal, which is negative energy. So if you know that's the balance, then you know that the creator is both negative and positive energy. So you basically going back to what the creator is.
Right.
And that's how all these songs came about. Go figure. Excalibur. That is a story about, that's based on a true story. I did sleep on the couch at my aunt's house. I was 18. And an angel appeared in my dream and handed me this blue sphere that I talk about and put it around my neck, and it made a necklace. And from that point, I started writing rhymes about conscious stuff, started writing rhymes about self-worth, rhymes about things that you don't even think about every day that affect you in some kind of way.
Right.
So that's how it ended up coming out. It just, Excalibur is just the sword that cuts through all the negativity.
Okay.
And creation is the shield that blocks the negativity.
And that was what I was going to ask you next.
Yeah, that's what that is. Creation is the shield that blocks the negativity. And on the album cover, even though Jay didn't like it. Anyway, I changed it up a little bit.
But I have to be honest now. Now tell me you appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, I did. Okay. And the cover is basically the 5 archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Luciel, and Uriel. Uriel is over music. Y'all already know who Saint Michael is. But I'm saying in there, in another, it ain't even a different language, it's just the way I'm breaking it down. They from the order of what you call the L. That's energy and light. That's what they call it. And the reason why that cover is the way it is because they are the guardians of the universe, so therefore they help create the earth. They're around the earth because they send in all the energy to break up the negativity in the earth.
Okay.
And they surrounded it. And then you see the wings of Michael on the back of the cover.
Right.
And that's to show you that he's the ark. He's one of the arks. So they all arcs. The angels don't have forms.
Right.
They come in a spiritual way. That's why you don't see no eyes, no nose. They look kind of square looking like type. They ain't got no form. And that's the true form. No form, but you can see a silhouette of something there. And then in the back of them is the light of the Creator sending them to help change the world. And that's why they're in the cosmos and all that stuff. That cover came out of a dream. And I was told to make that cover exactly and with precision that way. And even the word lettering you see is supposed to represent angelic language. That's why it looked funny and like UFO cropping type. That language is supposed to be angelic, but it's put in English so you can understand and read it. Because it was in angelic form, you won't be able to read it.
Right.
So, as you can see, it's a very spiritual album.
Oh yeah.
That's what they're gonna have.
And not only that, but you're a very spiritual person.
I try to be, yeah, most definitely. Don't get me wrong, I'm been through my stuff and I'm still going through some stuff. But what that do is help me to engage into a whole different matter of being, you know what I'm saying, and become more than what I am. And I realize that now, you know what I'm saying? So that whoever my partner is in life, woman-wise, okay? Nothing against y'all people, just saying. We both on that same knowledgeable thing to inspire ourselves to be greater.
Right.
So that if we have children or stepchildren, whatever, or they my stepkids, whatever, we influencing them to do the same thing because it has to go from generation to generation to generation and continue on. So that they'll be teachers, and they teachers, they be teachers, their kids be teachers, so on and so forth. Because you're a teacher and a pupil at the same time.
Right.
So that's what I'm on. That's how I got to be where I am because I had to get rid of all the negativity that was in me in order for the Creator to be within me and focus on the things I got out there.
Now I'm gonna flip it a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna give y'all a little twist because another song that I really like, and forget what y'all are gonna say about it, but yes, I like it. Nastyville.
Oh, Nastyville, that's with the whole crew. That's a song that just everybody's able to express themselves and talk about how cats used to hate them, and they never gave us credit because we was from Cincinnati. A lot of artists up north or further north a lot of artists don't respect us because we Midwest.
Right.
Most people don't look at the Midwest and they think Chicago. Now, Chicago got R. Kelly, got Twista, got a whole lot of artists. But see, you look over, true that. You look over us, but we in the bottom of the lip of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? We like the last city of the Southern slavery thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think no talent come out of Cincinnati. Really, like who is you? You know what I'm saying? So we gotta fight harder to earn our respect. So therefore, Nastyville comes from Nasty Natty, but I changed it to Nastyville. Somebody actually thought that was a city in Cincinnati. Can you believe that?
Wow.
It was crazy. Nah, but because I got a commercial that I put together that talking about something had happened strange in Nastyville, Ohio. Somebody think that actually is a city. It ain't nothing but Cincinnati.
Right.
We call ourselves, they call it Nasty Natty. So I just took the nasty part and made Nastyville, and went from there.
Now you kind of surprised me a little bit on that song because you
A little rougher on that one.
yeah. And when you start coming in, you started talking about a female.
Yeah.
like, is this Blakk North?
Yeah. And this just telling
But then
about
I
some of
heard
the
more.
some of the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, that I've been through, emotionally, physically, whatever. And again, this is the song that's getting all this emotion out. That's why the album is called Excalibur.
Right.
Because it's cutting away all the negativity. In other words, it's bringing it out of you. So that way, now you're a vessel that can take in the spiritual stuff. And that's where creation come in. Excalibur cuts away, creation rebuilds.
Hey.
That's why it's creation, because you rebuild it, you create it.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it comes out. Yep.
I love the way that you think, and you know, it helps me understand you a little more. Now, I want to talk about some of your other things, because I know you're an artist.
Right.
I know you used to be a DJ.
Right.
But you also do TV production.
Yep.
You know, you have a degree.
Yep.
You're educated.
I have a college degree. Get yours.
So let me ask you this: which hat is the hat that you like to wear the most?
All of them. Because I had no choice. Nobody would help me do nothing, so I had to do it myself. And that's why I ended up getting all these hats, because nobody would do it. I had so many issues with people talking about they're going to do this, they're going to do that, they're going to take care of this, they're going to take care of that. And they never did nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I had to do it myself. And that's how I ended up with all the jacks of all trade situations. Didn't want it, but that's how I ended up.
But aren't you glad now that you...
Oh yeah, no doubt, I am, and it's only because of the fact that I'm able to now don't have to depend on nobody. I can do it all myself. And I'm not an expert at everything, but I at least know how it's supposed to be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it helps out. Yep.
So, who is the most inspirational person in your life? That person that's been there from day one, that supported you, and still there?
Well, mostly came from my aunt. My aunt really had, no, I take it back, my little brother. My aunt was the first, but my little brother kind of made it permanent. It's something he did when he was 3. My brother's like older, way older now, but he drew a picture of me when we was kids. And he showed, and we had these like, I don't know if y'all hip to slopes and all that stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
But he drew a picture with that on there, and he had me and him on there rapping with a microphone. He was in the 3rd grade, and I wish I could find that picture. I don't know what I did with it. I'll frame it, and I kept it in my wallet for years. And because he drew that, it made me think, man, I can do this. I can go ahead and do this. No matter what happens, I'm gonna keep going. Don't get me twisted. I was gonna give up so many times. I did give up, but the Creator kept telling me, no, you gotta keep doing it. You gotta keep this. It's important that I do this. So I'm not doing it just for the fame, the money, the glory, none of that. I'm doing it to help people. We have to be uplifted as people. That's not just black people. That's everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there that needs this, man. And I'm not you ain't seen nothing. You think I'm something? You ain't seen nothing yet, man. It's people out there that got some skills. You just don't know. I'm telling you, it's some people out there that got some serious truth out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'll just let you know that's it. Hey. So my inspiration comes from that. My aunt pushed me, telling me I can do it. And then my mom's a poet. So that's where I get the rhymes from. My mom is a poet, and she never did nothing with it, but her poetry was so powerful, you wouldn't believe it. So that's how I ended up with that, yo.
So what do you feel, in your own opinion, sets your music apart from the rest?
Only thing that makes me different is because y'all got paychecks and I don't. That's the only thing that makes us different. You got a paycheck and I don't.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So you can do the same thing I'm doing. I ain't nobody special. You got the same power to build and change people's lives just as much as I do. The only difference is you get a bigger paycheck than I do. You ain't no different. I don't care if you come in with jewelry, big booty women, all that crap. You still ain't more than me. And I am not more than you. The thing is, you just get a bigger paycheck. And you controlled by some of the people. I'm not. That's it. Get rid of all of that, you're just like me. You know what I'm saying? Pay scale wise, just what it is. So I don't see no difference at all. I don't think I'm better, and I don't think I'm less. I'm just gonna believe in what I gotta do and have faith in myself and keep it going.
That's right.
That's it.
So what's next for you? What do you have coming up, or what is it that you're looking to do in the near future?
Well, we got a new album that's going to come called The Rise of Ion L. It's the prelude, it's the sequel to Creation. And you will hear at the end of the album, you will hear the actual, we call it Evolution. And you will hear you're going to hear, I ain't going to spoil it for you, I want you to hear it. And then it leads into the next song. And then next time you hear this Ion L album, it's going to say, Last Time on Creation.
Right.
And it's gonna go through the whole thing, and that's gonna be the intro. And then it's gonna go through it. I'm gonna make it just like you watching a movie, except it's music instead. With secret endings. Because in this Creation album, there is a secret track in there. You cannot get to it on just pushing the button or nothing. You have to let the whole sequence of the album play, and then a hidden track gonna come on.
Oh.
Yep. So you can't even get to it. And we got a interactive disc. So when you put it in the computer, the screen gonna pop up, and you're gonna get more songs in there. All the instrumentals, all the everything. You're gonna get links to people's websites, all that you can click on the CD, and it take you straight to their website.
Wow.
So we building that right now. That's how I'm gonna release albums from this point on.
You know, I've noticed that you're very tech savvy.
I wasn't like that at first. I had no choice, man. My boy got me hooked on graphic design, and then he made me do that. Then he taught me how to make my own beats.
Right.
So I won't have to worry about nobody. So I playing my own music, and I just been going from there. Everything came from the creator. This is talent that the creator said I already had, and you know, we need to exploit this. So that's why I went to school. That's why I got the degree. That's why I did all these things. Because it was designed from the creator from the start for me to do this, and that was my journey.
Right.
So if I'm dead and I don't ever make $1 million, I really don't care because the music will be out there and it's changing people's lives.
Right.
That's all that matters.
And also you have a record label.
Yeah, Kandelyte Entertainment. And it's registered with the state of Ohio, so it's an LLC as well. So yeah, I'm registered. You can put it in, go Google it. Kandelyte. Google that, and you'll see all this stuff come up. Blakk North, Kandelyte Entertainment, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff will come up all the time. So yeah, it's registered with the state. I also got 3 publishing companies.
Wow.
So they all registered with ASCAP. I'm with them, been with them for years. What else do I got going on here?
You just got so much.
Yeah, it's TV shows, all that stuff, man. So I'm just right now. I was spreading myself thin trying to do TV music, but the creator said no, stop. Do the music first, then we get into the TV. So we got the t-shirt company, I got all that stuff. The t-shirt company, all that stuff. I design my own t-shirts, all that stuff is just sitting there on my computer right now. So we're just waiting for it to release. That's it.
Man. So y'all heard it right here. It's been a pleasure. Blakk North, DJ Todd Blaze, whatever you want to call him, whatever hat he's wearing at the time.
Bruce Wayne, you know what I'm saying?
Superman,
Something.
Nah,
I like to call it, there's one superhero I like in particular, and he's a black superhero. His name is called Mr. Terrific. Don't think it's what it is. It's a black guy, and he's more smarter than Batman. Go look him up on DC Comics. He's a DC comic book guy. He wears a leather jacket. He got a T on his head of the mask, but it's all it's all nanotech. So he got these little spheres that float around. The boy bad. He cold. You seen him on Justice League. If you ever watched the cartoon, he took over for John Jones, and he's the black guy that's telling everybody else their missions. That's Mr. Terrific. He boy cold, and he's college educated. So you don't get to see them kind of. That's the dude. Yeah, he the truth. So forget Batman. Get this dude. He the one beat Batman sometimes. So yeah, Bruce Wayne ain't all that smart. You know what I'm saying? As they might want to think here. Yeah.
So before we get out of here, I want you to give me 3 descriptive words summing up DJ Todd Blaze, Blakk North.
Okay.
And Todd, what's the other one?
I got so many. LTR.
Yeah. LTR.
All right. That's something I used to tell my daughter. Think, analyze, change. Think about what you need to do, analyze it, then change it. And that sums up what I'm as an individual, what I am. I think about what I need to change, I analyze how I'm going to change it, and then I change it. And that's how you do it. Anything that's negative, that's what you need to do. Think about it first, analyze it, look at it like, okay, what can I change in this scenario that's gonna make a positive outcome, and then execute the change, and then it happens.
Y'all heard it right here. If you want to be on the level that this man is on, take heed to everything that he has said, because he has given y'all some word.
Yeah, try.
Thank you for coming all the way to Dallas from Ohio. And we hope you're coming back soon.
I definitely will. Most definitely. So, yeah, cool. Right. And those of you that's trying to marry JLashae, she's too much for you, man. Up here. You feel what I'm saying? So, I feel for you because you better have a lawyer when you negotiate this contract. You know what I'm saying?
You got to lie.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. No doubt.
All right, well, keep your eyes open. Tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Oh, okay. There's a couple of ways you do it. I am on CD Baby. You can do it that way, and that's cdbaby.com/Blakk North. That's where you can find mostly all the albums.
And spell your name.
Oh, it's BLAKK North. Just like you spell Northern Exposure or Head North, same thing. Also, you can find me on Reverb Nation at www.reverbnation.com/Blakk North. You can find me on number1music.com. You can find me on Facebook, Blakk North as well. Blakk North Music is on there as well. You can also find me on there as DJ Todd Blaze on there, so you can find me on Facebook on there too. And if all else fails, just Google.
That's what I was
Blakk
saying.
North.
Just Google him.
Google Blakk North. Put in BLAKK NORTH, and I guarantee you everything about me will pop up, because I'm everywhere. I'm on iTunes, I'm on Spotify, I'm on that stuff I ain't even know I was on. I'm even on Amazon. I didn't even know that. I'm on eBay, Amazon, all kind of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? You can find me on there, and kind of go from there. I don't use a personal website because it's a waste of money. You can basically just use these other websites. These are good websites, and people go through there all the time. They drive traffic through it all the time. There you go. Use that. You know what I'm saying? That's a better business plan. And you ain't spending a whole lot for your guy cover. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
And one more thing, I do want to point out that you're not just known nationally.
Right. I am.
You're also known in other countries.
Yeah, I am.
Tell me this man ain't doing it.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Don't let that go. I ended up getting a royalty check from a foreign something. It was a foreign royalty collection. And then come to find out that I did get bootlegged by some guy in Britain. He did a remix of one of my songs. I ain't tripping on him. I said, thanks, bro. Yeah, I said, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And it was an old song. And they're just going to tell you, man, you may not think nobody's listening to you, but it's mass people that's listening to you. And number1music.com has gotten me all around the world. I got people from Spain, France, all kind of people that just say, yo, I love your music, this, that, and the other. People from here, from the States, all that. I didn't know, like I said, it don't matter how old your music is, release it anyway.
Right.
Because you might have think it's old, but everybody else ain't heard it yet. It's new to their ears. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy how it all went down.
Blessings in the sky.
Yeah.
You never know who's watching, you never know who's listening.
True that, true, very true.
Right. Well, you've had it here. I'm JLashae. This is Blakk North, or DJ Todd Blaze, or LTR.
Or whatever you want to call it. No doubt.
Catch us later.
Peace.
That I can't break free, showing love to somebody that I know I just hate. Kinda messed up on how life has its twisted fate. See, I was taught in the God sense to avoid this nonsense, but now I'm in this madness, sitting on my conscience. But often I think about leaving this haunting before me and her reside in fatal coffins. Believe me, I don't wanna even take it there, but the wear and tear is leading me down the road of despair. And life is unfair when you have kids with them, cause the courts don't really care on how the hell you feel. For real, you damned if you don't, you damned if you do. How do I have a choice to choose in these rules? Can't pack a trip and dip and seal it with a kiss, and have my kids with teardrops to understand this.
I know it sound kinda crazy right now, but it feels like she playing me.
I'm caught up in web,
And every time that I turn around, she always trying to hate on me. Oh Lord help me. I don't know what it is at times, but I'm you my vibe in the drive.